Hello, my name is Khalid. Do you own a restaurant? Do you have a Clover POS? Do you plan to own a restaurant? Do you manage a restaurant? Do you work with restaurant owners? Do you plan to expand and grow your restaurant empire, restaurant businesses? Then this video is for you because I have been working with restaurant owners and the Clover POS for the past decade, and I want to share with you what I have learned speaking with thousands of business owners. So let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm currently on right now, the website I'm visiting is called clover.com. Those of you watching this video that have a Clover POS are very familiar with this website. I want to kind of explain to you what's going on here, what's happening in the restaurant space, and give you my understanding experience that hopefully can help you grow your business. Let's go ahead and get started. So Clover POS, as you all are aware, makes a suite of different products: Clover Flex, Clover Station, Clover Duo, many different devices, so you can accept online orders, in-store orders, many different ways of getting orders. So as you know, this device right here not only works inside the store, it also works online as well. So I want to explain to you how you can get the full potential out of it. So let me give you an example. I have a client here, a merchant that's working with me. They recently opened up. And typically when they first open up, clients or restaurant owners, they get a good surge of orders, but it slowly goes down because when you have a grand opening, people in the community are excited. There's a new restaurant, new business in town, and they get a lot of people for the first time. And then after that, it kind of goes down. And then what you want to do is you want to maintain that momentum as much as you can. So what I do after I work with the client, I see where they're at right now. So this client currently is at, let me see how many orders they're at. They're currently doing 147 orders in the last 30 days. So my goal or my attempt is to get them to 250 orders, right? So they've been averaging this since they opened recently, about 147 orders per month. So it's possible to get them 200, 250 orders. So each restaurant is different. So this location, depending on the square footage, where they're located, all these variables can affect how much orders they can get. But you can help increase that number by doing certain tweaks to the Google My Business, technology, and all these things. I want to share with you what I learned, and if you need my help, I can help you with it. But first, watch the whole video because what I'm about to share with you is something that took me a long time to learn, and you don't have to go through all that, unless you already know it. So let's go ahead and let me share with you what I learned. So when you first get your restaurant up and running, the first thing you usually do is get your permits, all the seating arrangements, the location, the lease agreement. You're opening for the first time, which is great because that in itself is a huge accomplishment. And then after a while, the restaurant kind of gets difficult. The costs get high. Things are a little bit challenging, right? There's a lot of different companies calling you, and you have to respond to a lot of different things. And these things are both good and bad. The good is you learn from it. The bad is that it's very complicated because now you have to figure this stuff out on your own. And what I offer is help you with time because you wanna work with people or companies that can help you save time, who have already done this many times before. And I do this day in, day out. So I want to share with you what you can do to get the most out of it. So as you can see here, I'm on the website. Has the basic information, the typical website for a business owner, which has their business, picture of the food, and the call to action, which is the order online button. When they click on this button, it gives them the order online page, and from the order online page, they can order, right? That's pretty much the flow that most operations work, okay? So they have the appetizers, all the menu items, okay? So let's see what we can do to help this business grow. The first thing you want to do, what I like to start with, is check out the Google My Business. Google My Business is a very good starting point for multiple reasons. One reason is because this is how people find you. Because most people will not know your website name, right? All the good website names are taken, right? So if you have like a two-letter name, it's almost impossible not to get a two-letter domain name. So most likely your website has to be searched for unless you text it or do a WhatsApp or email blast, letting people know where they can find you online. But people now are finding you on DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, all these other companies, and that has good and bad to it. The good is that they give you customers where they order from your business, they find you, which is great. The bad is that in the long term, it's not good for you because in the long term, what's happening is those customers are always going to be on that platform, always ordering from that platform, and they're going to maintain on that platform. What you want to do, your goal is in the long run, not short term, but long term, is to get those customers coming from the other platforms to order through your website, through your brand, right? And to do that requires some strategy. I want to share with you the strategy. So here's the Google My Business. I want to share with you several different ones so you can get an idea. Okay, let me go ahead and show you different examples here. Let's see here. Okay, so here's a DoorDash. Most of you are familiar with this, what DoorDash looks like, right? So this is typically what most people are very familiar with. A lot of orders come through here. As you can see, there's a lot of restaurants displayed on DoorDash. There's nothing wrong with using them because they bring you revenue, which helps you with getting customers in the door, which is good, which is a good starting point. I'm not saying DoorDash is a bad thing. DoorDash is a great thing actually because a lot of people helps with their delivery because delivery is very difficult to do yourself, right? But the cons is that you can do all this stuff for a much cheaper cost and you still use DoorDash and still use Grubhub and still use Uber Eats. And one of the reasons I'm making this video is because there's companies out there that will tell you all the stuff bad about DoorDash, but they still use it, which is very confusing, right? So I'm telling you the opposite. I'm saying DoorDash is good, but you can still use it in a way where you can save money, right? So I'm going to tell you what I've experienced just helping a lot of restaurant owners. Okay, so as you can see here, most of you watching this are already familiar with the Clover dashboard. Clover dashboard has these integrations with all these companies here, uh, Uber Eats, all these different companies to connect, right? So what should you do? Should you go with them? Should you go with Clover's online ordering? Should you get your own online ordering? What should you do? Okay. I'll give you the pros and cons of all these decisions to be made because there's no right one size fits all solution. So, but I will tell you what I would do if I opened up a restaurant, okay? Just talking with so many restaurant owners and seeing all these different angles and different challenges they have, here's what I would do, okay? I would do the following. I would of course, get myself the website built, right? Get the website going, get the online ordering integrated, and of course, DoorDash will do their thing in the background. They'll have their customers ordering from you. Let them do their job. There's nothing wrong with DoorDash. There's nothing wrong with Grubhub. Next thing I would do is get the app, get a branded app. And an app, which means is like Chipotle has an app, McDonald's has an app, all these big companies has an app. 10 years ago, it was almost impossible for small businesses to get an app because it was so expensive that only the big corporations get an app. But now, the average restaurant can get an app. It's very cost effective and it helps you with your branding and long-term growth, right? So what is an app? An app is something that's found in the App Store or Google Play. What does the app do? App is basically download it and they can order from your business, which is really great, right? So it has that capability where they can order again and again and again. And while they're jogging, running, they have the convenience of ordering from there. And it has the Apple Pay and the Google Pay, which makes it easier. That's why these other companies are able to send you so many orders because they have these integrations. It's an app too. Most orders happen through the mobile device. I've seen that. Data also says that most online orders happen to be from a mobile device. What I mean by mobile device is the iPhone, right? Most people order from their phones, right? I had customers telling me they're on a jog, they're ordering, and they're picking up the food, or they're driving, which I don't recommend, but people are doing that too, which is not a good idea, you know. But some people, before they get in the car, they do an online order to pick it up. Okay, anyhow, let me get to the point here because I know I don't want to make the video too long because those of you watching wanted me to give you the solutions and give you the secrets, okay? So the first thing you would do is go to the Google business listing. I want to show you what I'm doing here. So, okay, I'm going to search for some restaurants in Baltimore. Okay, I'm just any location. The reason I'm doing this, remember, this is very random. It's not like I've already seen these restaurants. I'm just choosing any random ones. Okay. So I want to show you why, because there's something called Google My Business. Google, when you open a business, now it's like you have to be on here to be found, right? Google is the ultimate search engine, and you want to be recognized and shown on here, right? So you can see here, this one restaurant has a very high rating, 5,200 reviews. This one has this much. So Google is getting a lot of restaurants engaged on their platform, right? And also there's Yelp too, but Google seems to have the biggest share of restaurant owners being on their platform. But at the same time, Google does partner with other companies, and this partnership is getting pretty strong, I've noticed, which is causing a lot of small business owners to have less ability to compete. When I say compete, meaning it's harder for them to choose their own way of doing things, right? So let me show you what I mean by that, because it's you can still do it, but it takes a few steps. Okay, let me give you an example. I'm going to go ahead and choose Mera Kitchen Collective. Okay, so when I click on Mera Kitchen Collective, you'll notice this button here called Order Online Website. Okay, this button here is where it has pros and cons to it. I want to explain to you the pros and the cons. The pros is the order online button, which is great because people now can order online, right? And this one offers this company here. Let's try a different one. I'm going to show you all the different variables that's happening with the order online button, right? This one has a 2. This one has a lot of options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So look, you can see this business owner is very smart. See how he prefers his website? Because this merchant seems to have done his homework and knows that if they order from their website, they save money, right? Let me do another one. But a lot of people don't know they could save money if they order from their website. Let's try this one here. This one is this one as well. Let's try Baltimore Seafood. Let's see what this one is. Okay, this one has a lot of them here too. Okay. This one has no preference, you can see. So the other one had a preference, okay? So here's the pros and cons of this thing. See, in the past, Google My Business, when you had these companies, you could manually add them and manually remove them one at a time. Right now, they make it so hard to remove it. That's why a lot of websites you visit and you press order now, these things are almost impossible to remove, right? Let me give you an example here. I'm going to go to this one here. I'm going to press food ordering, and you can see all these ones that are here, right? And I've talked to a lot of merchants, by the way, and I've talked to them. I said, "Why do you have this company? Why do you have this company? Why do you have this company?" You have no clue how it even got there. So what's happening is when they sign up with these companies, whatever part of the agreement or contract in the terms, it's hidden somewhere there. I wouldn't say it's hidden, but it's in there. It states that they will be listed on the Google My Business, right? So it's just part of the agreement. And then to remove it is the other pain point, right? For example, let me try to remove this one. Look what it says here. In the past, I could just do a slider and remove it, but now it says request to have this provider removed. And it's most merchants do not have the time to go through all these steps and email them and contact them and get the permission to get removed, right? Which is a disadvantage for the small business owner, because you should be able to come here and do a toggle. It's gone, right? It's very hard, okay? So that's a disadvantage to the business owner. So let's say I want to get rid of, let's see how right now, let's say I want to get rid of this one here. See the same thing. It's telling me I have to go to their website, I'll go to them and remove it. The other way to remove it is, which is the most difficult way, is if to delete it or disable it from your backend of your Clover device, or remove the app, right? Who's going to remove DoorDash app? Nobody's going to remove it, right? Most restaurants will not remove DoorDash app, because if they remove it, that means they can't get any DoorDash orders. So they have to keep it, but in the same time, they don't want to go through all the steps to get it removed from Google My Business, because you can't just hide it no more. So what do you do in this case? It's a very sticky, difficult situation, because I've seen it, because I see the numbers, I see orders online coming through different platforms. So I have a lot of information. I talked to one merchant just recently, maybe a couple of days ago. He told me 75% of his orders are coming online, 25% in store, which is a huge shift. And I was wondering, I was like, wow, that's a lot of orders coming online, because before COVID, it was exactly the opposite, right? It was like 90% in store, 10% online. It's now the change is happening so fast that in the next 2-3 years, people are going to just order online, and most people will probably just come in and pick it up, right? Unless it's a dine-in restaurant. So the numbers are changing very quickly. So how do you prepare yourself for this technological shift that's happening in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years? So what you want to do is you want to position yourself where you have the customer's information, because when customers order from these other platforms, which is the DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats, like I showed you earlier, these other companies, it's very hard for you these companies here, DoorDash, they don't give you the customer's information for you to email them, market them, right? They will do that themselves, all right? But what you want to do is you want to do it yourself. So here's what I would do in the long term. Short term, these are okay. There's nothing wrong with these in the short term. But in the long term, what you want to do is you want to have a strategy in place where you want to do is have people come through your website, okay? Have your own website here. So remember, what I'm about to suggest to you is kind of maybe a little bit too much in the beginning. So make sure you think about this. But here's what I would do in the beginning. When I go to Google My Business, I come here, and if the goal of the merchant is to save money, is to consolidate everything into one platform, and everything is ready to go, what I do is I come here and I just turn this off. Right? There's no need for this because I could either call each of these companies and take it off, or the merchant, which will take may take a long time, it may not even happen, or I can just come here and turn it off, right? Which is probably the better solution. Just turn it off, right? People can still order online, by the way. It just means that this button goes away. The order online button that was here earlier, now it's just a website button. See how it's just website, which is perfect because when people come here, your business shows up on the Google My Business listing, right? And then they press order online, they press website, it goes to your website, and then they can order the food. Okay. So now, what would I do next? What's the next step I would do? If I was the restaurant owner, the next step I would do is get my reviews up, right? Because as a business owner, a lot of people look at reviews now. They want to make sure it's a good restaurant, good food. So look at reviews and they make their decision a lot of times based on the reviews. Next thing I would do is do an automation. So automation is something we built out for you. It's called this one is called the review automation. So a customer makes an online order. We take them through this workflow, and we send them a text message asking them how was their experience. So if it's a restaurant, we text them about 2 hours later. If it's a coffee shop, we text them about 30 minutes later because coffee doesn't take that long to drink. They've already enjoyed it, so they can give you their feedback while it's fresh on their mind. While it's a restaurant, it may take 2-3 hours to eat, so we text them like maybe 3 hours later. And then we ask them a simple question. We see right now one person's in queue right now. We ask them a very simple question. And that question is, how would you rate your experience at this location yesterday on a scale of 1 to 5? So if it's the next day, let's just say they come in at 7 p.m. and obviously you don't want to text them at 9 o'clock because that's too late. So right, what we do is, in that case, we text them the next morning when it's around business hours. And the customer will give a score of 1 to 5, right? If they give a score of 1, right, what we do is we notify the merchant, the business owner, saying, hey, Bob, this person gave you a 1, here's the reason, so they can quickly fix the problem, right? If they give them a 5, then we ask the customer kindly if they can leave us a review on Google. In a way, basically what we're doing is we're trying to help the merchant find out his weak points, strengthen it, and then his strong points he can also read on Google, right? Because what happens a lot of times is the customer does not want to leave a bad review. He does not want to do that. He wants to give the restaurant a chance to make things right and doesn't know how to give his experience to the restaurant. And the only thing he can think of is Google or Yelp, right? But if you reach out to him and ask him how things went, he will be more than happy to give you his feedback. And now you have the first point of contact with the client because now you are able to assist him right away if there is any issues. And he can tell you, and he'll come to you all the time, right? Not everybody's going to leave a review, but the ones that have that inclination to leave a review, you can grab it and get that information out to you. And at the same time, those people that have never left reviews or are thinking of leaving reviews, you'll get a review from them because you're asking them for a review, right? You're allowed to ask for a review, right? You cannot give them a gift or a gift card to leave a review, but you can ask for a review, which is what this automation does. Okay, so that's the other thing I would do is I would set up a review program here. The other thing I would do is when they download your app, I would give them a discount, like $3 off, $5 off on your first order, because once they have your app downloaded, this creates retention. Meaning that when they order, they're going to order again and again because they already have your app downloaded. That's how DoorDash gets them hooked. They give you a discount or they order from the DoorDash app. Now their credit card is saved on file and they're like, oh, let me just order from the app again. You're basically doing the same thing with your own app, right? it's going to be more cost efficient because it's coming through your own website, right? So this is a good. You can also do a free item as well. Okay, and then what's the other thing I would do? The other thing I would do, by the way, this is our website right here. It's called zaytech.com. We do online ordering, branded app, loyalty programs, a lot of different things for your business. We even do kiosk as well. So all these things talk to each other, which is really cool. So the third thing I would do is set up the loyalty program. So the loyalty program is very customizable. Let me actually got logged out. So you can set up your loyalty program. Basically, every 100 points they get is worth $3, and this thing will automatically do in real time, which is really nice because all built into one. Loyalty has proven to keep customers coming back again and again. And then what I would do, the other thing is I would use the push notifications inside the app. And the cool thing about the push notification is that once you set it and create it, all you do is sit back. It'll send it out for the next 2 months, 3 months, right? So you can do it one day at a time, or you can do it 1 month at a time. So you can do create regularly, meaning you just type out what you want to send. Let's just say I want to do a regular one. I just type in the title, Salad Tuesday, something like that, whatever you want to write. Come and enjoy our fresh new salad today between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Right? You can do it this way, and you could put an image URL here and all this stuff. You could schedule for later, or you could do the AI one. You can come here, and I can tell the AI in the next 2 weeks, I want 10 notifications coming to the customer. So I can say, create a message to get customers to order online. Use emojis. You can do it this way too. And the other thing you can do is if you want to get more specific, you can have it send messages based on your specific menu items, right? Let's see what it comes up with. So I said create a message. I could create a push notification. You could write different things. But remember, you want to be order online now. Discover the flavors of Mount Everest cuisine. Order online today, right? Enjoy 10% off today. So you can do all these coupon codes, and then you can create the coupon code yourself. It gives you an idea. So if you like it, if you're happy with this, just press save. Look at this. It does it automatically at this time, 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 at this time. It's automatically sent out at those appropriate times, so the customers are engaged with your business. Because remember, you have to always reach out to them, or else they'll forget you exist, right? They will also share with others as well. So make sure to create the push notification as well. All right, and this if for example, let's just say this one, you don't want to do a 10% coupon, you want to do a 5% coupon. Just press edit and do 5% off today. Use coupon code. Let's say you want to do a flavor 5. Okay, let's just say let me just copy this flavor 5. Actually, let's do 15% off. Flavor 15. Okay, and I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not going to save it because I'm doing a demonstration here for you. But let's just say I want to do that coupon code. Very simple. I go to coupons. And again, this stuff, we can help you with this stuff. So don't get overwhelmed by this. But this is what I would do. 15% off expires. All right, I'm just going to 50% off coupon. Okay. So the coupon code is clear 15. Let's do 15% off. Okay. What's the minimum? Let's just spend $40 minimum. Starting date. I'll do the date. Expires end of the month. Add. Okay. Okay. And then now what I would do now is I would go to my workflow, and I can create a new workflow here. Okay. Nice thing about it is I can remember these customers. I can reach out to them now because it did not come through DoorDash. It came through my own website, right? So I'm going to change this. I'm going to change this to savings 15%. Okay. I'm going to give you 15% off. Oh, sorry. Use a coupon code Flair15. Okay, perfect. Let's say it expires. Let's say expires tonight because you want to do it for 1 day. Okay, in an order of $40. And then yep, perfect. All right, save action. Okay. So the tag is savings coupon 15. I'm gonna save this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go here. These are workflows. You can do a lot of different things here. Okay, clone this one. Okay, percent. I know this stuff. This is a techie stuff, but we can do this for you. So like I'm giving you my advice, and sometimes there's technology that is there which we have available, and I'm just showing you what's possible, right? If you need this, we can do it. Yeah, okay. So anyhow, what happens here is I'm basically doing this workflow here where it will do a math operation. It will give them the coupon code. It will text all the customers that coupon code. And then let's say it's a slow Tuesday. I could do two things. You know what? Let's do the other one because I want you guys. Remember, this is a texting one or email one, and then we have the other one. Let's do this one because that way it's easier. So which coupon code is this? Okay. Okay, let's use this one in Jeff 50%. Okay, let's do I'm gonna say create. Enjoy use coupon code. Expires tonight. In order $40. Okay, so now we have an option to create an image, which is pretty cool. Let me see if I can do that actually. Okay, I'll go ahead and share this with you as well. I'm sure most of you know how to create an image, but I'll show you some tools you can use to create a nice image, or you can use no image at all. Okay, so let's do this. Let me actually make sure my coupon code is correct. Quickly, I'm gonna check it out. Yep, Flair 15% off. Yep, order $15. I'm gonna have it expire tonight. I'm just gonna put that just in case I'm missing 1 day. Okay. Okay, so Canva has this thing you can make image, right? Create a flyer with 15% off coupon. With people enjoying Indian cuisine, because that's what the restaurant is right here, right? It's a Nepali Indian cuisine. Okay, so let's see what it does. It may do a good job, may not. But remember, this stuff will hopefully get smarter over time. Let's see what it does now. Oh, cool. It's not bad. Check this out. Okay. So Indian cuisine. Oops, let me accept the cookie here. Okay, so that's what it generated. So why am I showing this to you? I'm just showing you that you can actually use these things right here. Let me just put expires. Okay, I'm gonna say do not include a lot of text. just want to see 15% off. I don't want all these other text in there, like all the small fine print. Okay, let's see how this looks now. Yeah, see, the AI is not always that great. It spelled it wrong. Okay, let me just do great. Let me try it. Let's give it one last shot. Make it very simple. Make it very simple. To me, I think it just overdid it. You know what? I should say with people. I should say with create a flyer with 50% coupon expires with food in the background, with Indian food in the background, with Indian food in the background. I'm sure some of you watching this, you're probably thinking, "Hey, that was a good." Oh, actually, this is not. It's not bad right here. But there's like a. See, this one is good, but the problem is that. Oh, this is not bad right here. I like this one right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get this one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a screenshot and just get this part. I don't need this part. Expiring tonight coupon. Okay, that's not too bad. Again, remember, you want to make sure that it matches your food dishes and all that. I'm just doing a generic one just to kind of show you what's happening here. But okay, let's just say I do use this coupon. I download it and I just copy the link and I put it over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and send this out. I'm gonna do just imagine I put a link here and I'm sending out that picture because I want to keep the video short. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and press send notification. Okay, and I'm gonna send it. Perfect. Okay, and then it shows me it was sent, right? Okay, so this is sent over here. Let's go ahead and take a look. So what I do now is I come here on the back end. Go in the back end here, dashboard. And then in a couple hours, I'll come back here and I'll see how many people use the coupon code, okay? How do I do that? I go right here, coupons, and then it'll tell me right here how many people used it, right? So it'll tell me a number of users. So I just did it right now. These are all test ones as well. So in 2 hours, I'll see how many people used it. I should see about, I don't know, I don't want to make any guesses, but I should see a good number because it is a pretty good discount. I think it's a good number of people for them to order. So in a way, we're trying to get people to order again, to remember the app. And you don't have to do this, by the way. I'm just doing it to show you all these mechanisms, all these tools you have at your fingertips with the technology we offer for small businesses to compete against the other big companies, right? Because now you have an app on your hands there, which is really powerful. The app does a lot. Let me see if I can show you the app. You can actually see the app yourself, but let me show you. It's loading right now on my phone. Here's the app. Look how beautiful that looks. This is what you can get for your business. Right, you can get this for your business. Yeah, if you want me personally to set it up for you, as you can see, it requires a lot of work and contemplation and doing all this stuff. But ask for me, just say Khalid, I would like to speak with Khalid, and I can help you with this. But remember, because I'm going to do the whole implementation for you, I will let you know how much that would cost. I have to study your business and kind of see your goals, see what you have in mind, and I have to put everything in place, put the Google reviews in place for you, put the coupon codes in place for you, talk with you about your loyalty program. So I'm going to do and I'll explain to you why I recommend certain things, and you can also give me your feedback, and we could work together. But if you just need, you can do it yourself, go ahead and reach out to our team, and they can assist you. But if you need something like a golden glove, not golden glove, like what's the word you call it, where you need my assistance, like just do everything for you, I can offer that service, but I can only take a certain number of clients. So just make sure you are prepared for that in case I'm not available. But if you want to do it yourself, or you need my team's help, we're available to help you out with that. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I think I covered everything. I made the video a little bit longer than I wanted to, but because I went off on a tangent, I saw different things I wanted to explain to you to kind of benefit from. Hopefully it wasn't too bad. But if you have any questions, let me know. Leave a comment, like the video so I can make more of these videos. I can share with you more insights about the restaurant industry, what they can do to kind of continue growing. And then hopefully in the next video, I'll give you some updates. So my goal in the next 30, 40 days is to get this customer who's been stuck at 150 orders per month, get into 250 orders a month. That's my goal. And I'm going to do it in a way where I'm going to use Google reviews. I'm going to use different strategies, different ways to get the orders up. And it's very possible because I've done it before and I can do it again. All right, that's it for this video. Thank you so much. Have a great day.